everyone, welcome to another 24-hour vlog from me. This one will be shorter, I promise. Last one it was, well, like 54 minutes of raw footage. It was like almost 2 hours. So this one, I swear it will be shorter. But thank you to everyone who watched that one. If you do want to see even more in depth, then yeah, I'll link it up above so you can see that very long one, super in-depth one. But a lot has changed with my routine after visiting the lactation consultant. So I thought I would update you guys and show you a brand new 24-hour vlog. Feeding away. We have a little drip drip. Hi. He had a 20-minute feed and now just trying to burp him. Oh, we peed. I have the little towel over it. But he peed, which is fine, but that means it also kind of leaked down onto his onesie, or his sleeper, so changing that, yes. It's just after 3, so just half an hour of stuff, and he's should be ready for bed again. He's just a little fussy, so just kind of bouncing until he's a little more tired, then I'll lay him down again. He's finished eating, just sleeping on the incline. I am dumping. So David is just upstairs and it is like 6:45, almost 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna feed the dogs, but Chloe is going to the vet today, and at the vet she is getting some routine blood work, so she needs to, or I need to collect a urine sample from her. So it has to be first morning urine. So she's on the leash, not sure if you can see, so she cannot just run out and pee without me near her. And yeah, I'm gonna collect that sample. So just from looking at the color, I already know the doctor's gonna tell me that it's too concentrated. Main thing is we're looking for crystals, and that's a problem that she has as well as Tripsy does. More favorable for them to form if it's concentrated, which we don't want. So yeah, not looking good. But I already add, let's see, water to their diets, as well as a little bit of salt to encourage them to drink, hey, some more water. Dan is up and off to work soon, so he is just wrapping or swaddling David up again. And then we get to, or not we, I, David and I, the dogs, we get to go back to bed. But while the dogs are eating, I'm going to just have some orange juice and take one of my pills, the iron supplement. I'm kind of awake, but yeah, I only got 4.5 hours of sleep, which I know I can't function because I have to go to, well, not go to work, but I'm teaching today. So I'm just, yeah, gonna go back to sleep and hopefully I fall asleep for another couple hours. I have my alarm set for 9, but he'll probably wake up at like 8:30 maybe. We'll see. Just before 7. You have the hiccups? Oh no. Not the hiccups. Oh. I'm not wanting to settle down, so we haven't slept yet. So we finished feeding and burping, and then he fell asleep on my chest. So I'm just enjoying the baby snuggles. I have something playing on TV, just sitting here cuddling him. So after snuggles, I went up to change him and then he got really awake. So now we're having our playtime on the mat. Yes. Are you playing music with your feet? I remember when he was little, he couldn't even reach this one. And now he reaches so well. Oh, you do spit up a little. There we go. So I'm going to just do the dishes from the pumping from before and have some breakfast. Yes, and I'll explain to you everything that has changed since I vlogged last. So when I saw the lactation consultant, I'm just watching right now, she said, that was last Friday, so a week ago, she said his weight was really good, so she wanted me to try to stop pumping altogether and just breastfeed him and not do the supplement bottle. And I said, well, I would really like to get like a stockpile or at least a little bit of extra milk. So she said I can do 1 pump in the morning. So she said after like the morning feed, do a pump right after. She said another option would be overnight after you put him down for the night, wait an hour and then pump. But she said that only works if he's sleeping for about 5 hours straight, which he's not. So yeah, I'm going with the morning one. I have noticed since doing this for a week now, I'm pumping less even for that morning pump than I used to. And I don't know if it's working. I don't have a baby scale. I tried weighing him, me holding him on the normal scale, and then me weighing myself without him and do the difference. And the first time I did it, it showed he was like 9.5 pounds. I was like, oh my god, he's lost weight, because at her last appointment he was 10 and almost 10.5. And I was freaking out. But then I weighed him another time that same day, and then he ended up being 11, so then he would have gained. So I don't know, obviously it's not very accurate, but yeah, so we'll see. I have another appointment on Monday to assess how things are working. For me, it's working really well. I enjoy not having to pump, but I do like that I am able to pump enough that 3 days worth of pumping will pump enough for Dan to feed him a bottle when I'm at work on Monday, because I actually leave the house for about 4.5 hours to work. So that's good. And I have a little bit in the fridge, like just 30 mils right now, because I worked yesterday and today. I teach, but just online lessons from the house, because at one of the schools, that's the way we're doing it. The other school I am actually going in. And yeah, so there's 30 mils in there if he needs to feed just as a top up, not a full meal, because when I'm gone for 4.5 hours, that needs to be a full meal. For this, I've tried to make it that I have a little break throughout my day. Like yesterday I taught for an hour, then I had a break, and then an hour, and then I decided to break it into 2 days, as opposed to one long 4-hour day, so 2 and 2. But then today, the way it works, I have half an hour and then an hour and a half. So, 2 hours. Yeah, half an hour and then a break and then 2 hours. So I'll try to feed in that half-hour gap, and then he probably will need a little supplement bottle. So yeah, that's what's happening there. But there's so much more time on my hands to do stuff during the day, stuff around the house, but it's just so nice. So I enjoy not having to pump. But I do realize, I don't know, it's tricky, because I told this to my doctor and she came right out and said, I don't agree with that. And she says it's a supply and demand. If you're pumping, then you're making more. It's not that you're drying up, that even if you feed him within an hour, he won't have enough. Whereas the lactation consultant said, you're having to supplement him because you're pumping yourself empty and there's not enough time for you to fill up again for when he needs to eat in an hour. Or half an hour. So that's why she told me to stop pumping. So the doctor said I don't agree with that at all. But you have to choose one person's advice, and the lactation consultant is also a doctor as well. So I decided to go with the lactation consultant. I figure she's specialized in lactation, whereas the other doctor, she's specialized in maternity and a general child health, but not specifically lactation. So I went with the lactation consultant's advice, and hopefully we'll see on Monday if he's still gained the proper amount. The only thing is, I noticed sometimes he eats every hour to hour and a half, so that's the only downfall. However, I just have to sit down with a boob out. I don't have to worry about heating up a bottle or anything, so it's good. All right, he's fussing, so let's see why he's fussing. I'll finish dishes after. What is it? You're hungry? I think that's what it is. We were gonna do tummy time, but you're not feeling it for tummy time yet? No. Don't want to do tummy time. Is that your sister? Yeah, be nice, Chip Chip. Good girl. Did your sister say hi to you? He's looking at her. You looking at your fuzzy face, sister? He's looking at you, Chip Chip. So he knows she has to go to the vet today. She's like, ugh, not the vet. So I'm in his room eating some breakfast while he is doing tummy time, doing it so well. Yes. You see yourself in the mirror? Hi. Good job, David. Yes. We're still working on, oh my goodness, you're so cute. We're still working on doing it without this, the cushion. He doesn't like it as much. So I figure this also strengthens his back and his neck. But then we also do a little bit of it without the cushion. And he's good at, what's this? Following it. Yes, good job. Good work, Davy. Yes. Of course, the Schnauzer's like, but I want to play with the toy. That's why we have it up here in the crib, yes. And then you can see Mommy. Yes, you can. So usually also at this point, either before playtime and tummy time or after, we'd go on a walk. However, in my city, the past week, it's been very smoky from the Washington forest fires. And I know there's lots of forest fires, but that kind of the smoke from those are coming up here. Although today is better, it's still not really good. And I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with going out. And even today, it's not that bad that I probably would take the dogs for a walk. Whereas when it was like super hazy, super smoky, I didn't. But I don't want to take David out because he has, you know, like fresh lungs and stuff. I don't want to put him in that situation. So we won't go for walks. Maybe when Dan's home this evening after I finish teaching, I'll take them. But we'll just have to do lots of activities in the house. Although Chloe's going to the vet, so she will have a busy afternoon anyways. Working on it this way. Yes, good boy, David. Well done. There we go. He's like, I like the other way better. Someone has the hiccups. Yes. We're going to do some story time because I don't think he's hungry quite yet. But he doesn't want to play anymore. He just wants to be with Mama. So we're going to read Corduroy. I know. And this one, look at the inscription. To Chrissy. I used to be called Chrissy instead of Christy. And then love Daniel, except it's not my Daniel. It was a friend I had in kindergarten. All right, should we read Corduroy Bear? Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Well, we made it through half the book. And then he decided he didn't want it anymore. He started fussing. So, let's see. I think he was doing his hungry cry. But I'll sit down and just hold him for a little bit and see. But I think it may be time to feed. It's been almost 2 hours since he last ate, so it wouldn't be bad. All right. Mommy didn't even have coffee this morning yet. No. So we finished feeding, and then I can't show you now because I play music on my phone. But we kind of do a little dance and we clap to the music. So we're just having the dogs outside. I changed him because he had spat up. And this is one of my new favorite sleepers. Oh my gosh, look at the Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Plus I love the color on him too. So I'm going to put him in his chair. Hopefully he's gonna be good and settle because I have a little bit of work to do, some emails before teaching this afternoon, and also before I go to the vet, or not, I go take Chloe to the vet. It's weird going there with not actually, do you see yourself? Not actually me going there, although I had a dream last night that I was working there. And I brought him, and he was like in a swing while I was working. It did not go well. So anyways, it was clearly I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. But so, should we put you in the swing? See if you want to hang out there? He is content and hanging out in his swing, looking at those things moving around. So before I sit down to do the computer. I'm gonna make myself a coffee, as well as last week I made lactation cookies, which I think did help, but then I've been out of them for a while. But I did freeze some of the dough, so I'm going to make that now, and then I'll probably make a new batch of lactation cookies tomorrow, since I don't have actually anything to do tomorrow. Yeah, because the next day I have a meeting, a Zoom meeting. So anyways, yeah, so it's rubbed off, but bake them for 10 minutes while they're frozen, so probably go 12 minutes at 350 degrees. There's only a couple, but I find that I love cookies too much that I'm eating them just because I love I'm eating like a couple a day or a couple more a day. And Dan has had a couple too. I was like, you're gonna start lactating, but he knew I was lying. But it's a joke now. He actually doesn't mind them. He says they taste a little funky, which is from the brewer's yeast, but I think just because that's the only option for a cookie we have in the house, he's okay. But then I'm like, do not eat them, I need them. So he doesn't have a lot of them. He just had maybe like 2 of the batch of 20. So yeah, I'm gonna heat these up and make my coffee. They look done? Yeah, I think so. They smell good. I'm just gonna let them cool. Actually, they look a little over, so I'm gonna take them out and put them on a cooling rack right now. Perfect. All right, back to my computer work. Yep, he's busy. Ah, that's where I was sitting, Chloe. Did you steal my spot? Okay, so planning out the afternoon, at least the immediate afternoon. It is 12:30 now. He was crying. I changed him. He was still crying. I don't think he has to eat because it's only been like an hour and a bit, but maybe. So I'm gonna quickly have lunch, and then I'm gonna feed him. Hopefully we'll make it to 1, and then kind of 1 to 1:30 I'll feed, and then I'll leave to take him, or not take him, but to take Chloe to the vet. Her appointment's at 1:45, and then I teach at 4 this afternoon. Okay, I think I've done all my computer stuff that I need. I still have like 10 minutes of immediate prep right before, just to get all like my papers in order, because I like write down what I hand out to everyone, and each person has an individual piece of paper where I write down the homework that I tell them, so I know for next week as well. So quickly having lunch if I can. If not, we'll reverse the order. I'll feed him first and then have lunch, but then he's more likely to be hungry at the vet when I'm waiting in the car, and we're not allowed to go into the building. And I know from working there, usually what would be like a half-hour appointment, you're usually waiting for most of it, so they're about an hour to an hour and a half appointment. So anyways, I have to bank for that. So that's why I'm hoping to feed him as late as possible. I mean, if push comes to shove, I can breastfeed him in the car in the parking lot, that's fine, but I'd just rather not. Okay, eating lunch quickly. This is my lunch. I have a Dr. Prager's burger on a flatbread with some, there's like a dill sauce, and then honey mustard, some lettuce. Actually, I'm gonna put lettuce after. First, I'm gonna do cucumbers. As long as the pacifier is in his mouth, he's content. It's already fallen out. Oh, that's okay. We vacuumed somewhat recently. It's already fallen out twice, where I had to just gently place it back in, but I think he's content enough that I can quickly eat this before feeding him. I keep almost forgetting to take my medication, but I did. So I'm still taking the domperidone to help with milk production, as well as the Mother Love More Milk, but just those ones. And my cookies. Woohoo, we made it through lunch without him crying. Having a lactation cookie. That's good. I'm gonna put the rest of them away so I don't eat them all at once. And then it's actually still quiet right now, so I think I'm going to just load some stuff up in the car, like the diaper bag, and I want to take a book along with me. So I'm gonna put that in the car already, so when it is time to go, I just have to load him and Chloe. I cannot forget Chloe. I wonder how it's gonna work. I wonder if I should put her in the front seat, which usually is not good to put dogs in the front seat, but I don't know how she would be in the back half, because his car seat is in the middle. So how would you be? Would you be well behaved if you were stuck behind in the backseat with your brother? Usually they only sit in the backseat, the dogs, but I've never taken the dogs out when I have the car seat, so we will see. We're attempting with Chloe in the backseat. Our little man right here. Good boy. Now you stay, Chloe. You be good, please. So that went well. Chloe got a clean bill of health. She got some vaccines. They took her blood for one, just to do an overall like senior panel, just to make sure everything is good, make sure she doesn't have any like early kidney disease or anything going on. I'd like to catch it earlier rather than later if she does. And then also there was a promotion for staff pets to do this allergy testing, and I was already looking into it years ago when one of our clients had it, and it's super cool. You like learn exactly what they're allergic to, whether it's like a specific insect or dust or dirt or grass or food. Anyways, and it was so cool seeing the person's results, but it was like, well, it's like a $600 test, and even with my staff discount it would be like $300, which I was like, just to find out what she's allergic to. I don't know. She's maintained on her medication really well, and it keeps all the itching and the obsessive chewing at bay, so I didn't. But anyways, we got an email saying, come on in, for all the staff, saying there's a promotion of one of the tests that tests like 91 different allergens. I'm coming for $60. And anyway, so for that, I was like, totally, that's worth it for me. I know, I'm coming. Okay, yes, we're gonna feed you. Where did your soother go? You lost it? Oh, here it is. All right, I'm gonna take you out though. Anyway, so she had blood work done for that as well, just so we can finally see what she's actually allergic to. And then if it is something that we can, like I did food trials, but if it's something that we could eliminate easily, then that'd be good. The vets thought 5 years ago that it was grass allergy or something. So that's something, or grass or dust that you can't really, I can't really switch up, she has to go outside. There is dust around the house, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so I just thought it would be fun. And then just got some more flea and tick and dewormer as well that we needed. And yeah, so, there we go. And I got to go in, everyone got to see little David. I didn't go in the back, but I went in the front area. Oh, yes. Everyone thought you were so cute. He had his eyes open for the beginning part. And then he started sleeping. Aw. All right, you want to relax or you want to be fed? I didn't actually have to wait that long. Yes, oh, hi, honey. Aw. Okay, well, I'm going to see what he wants to do. So David is feeding now. It is 3:15. I had my phone next to him on my big pillow, and I set an alarm for 3:15 just in case if I was, I don't know, just lost track of time and be like, okay, I have to feed him so he has time to eat before I teach. Anyways, and the alarm went off. He got so scared and so upset. He like pulled off and was like, and then just started screaming. Oh, but now he's eating again. Now he's forgotten about it. But oh my God, I feel so bad. It was like, I don't know, 10 centimeters away from his head. So it was really loud. I'm sorry. Anyways, so teaching today. Originally, I was planning just on teaching 2 days a week, 1 day at each school. However, one of the schools I am doing online lessons, as I had mentioned. I don't know, it's more effort, I guess, and more planning ahead of time because I have to email out material to the parents, or if the students are older, directly to them, as well as then email out what they have to work on for the next time. So it's, yeah, more work, I guess. However, it's safer. Monday went well. I have like a plexiglass barrier in front of me, and whenever I'm not behind it, I have my mask on, and we have sanitizer. Kids have to sanitize their hands as well as me as soon as we get in the room. And then I have disinfectant spray, so that just to spray all the surfaces down between students and between classes. So it did go well. It's just different. So then I was originally going to just teach also in person at the other school on Wednesdays. However, since we've gone online, some of the kids who had like an right after school lesson time, they won't get home in time. So that's why I've had to add a couple on Thursday as well, which is fine. But the only thing is, it means Dan isn't home till a little bit later. We planned from like months ago that I'd be teaching Monday, Wednesday. So he made sure that his work schedule did not schedule him Monday, Wednesday afternoon, so I could teach. But now with this extra thing on Thursday, which honestly was just decided last Saturday, Saturday, so we've just been going through back and forth with the schools, or with the school. So anyways, I start teaching at 4 and he only gets home at 4:45. So we're hoping little David will be good. I'm feeding him now, so he shouldn't be hungry. I'm gonna give him enough time so I can change him and burp him. And then I already have one of the bouncy chairs set up right beside where my computer is in my downstairs office. So hoping he doesn't make a lot of noise, or I hope he doesn't make any noise. He just sits there quietly. Please, please, please. So yes, I'm hopefully planned everything out that it will be perfect like that. All right, so I decided just to wear the same top because you can't tell that it's a nursing top. And I just put this little so I'm not showing any cleavage. So we have our setup here, computer here, little Davy here. Please be good, Davy. Look, you can play with all these things. What's that? Little drip drip. Aww. Yeah, good boy. Chloe's like, I would like to come up on the chair. All right. So just waiting for my next class to start. Dan should be home in about 15 minutes. He's pretty good. He hasn't cried. He's making little noises. But he's good. And I kind of keep rocking this. So overall, he's good. Yes, you are. All right, just waiting for my nice student. Okay, so now in the middle section, I found a couple tricky ones. The first one, specific Pacific. And we're gonna try to say it 5 times.
Specific Pacific.
There we go. That was fantastic. I think you're the first person to be able to do it the first time, first try. So yay. It is a hard one. Okay, and then we'll go 4 fine fish. All done. Stretch. I love teaching. I love my kids. I could hear little David cried the last 10 minutes, so I don't know if Dan, I had a bottle of like 20 mils of milk, but I don't know if he gave it or not. But let's turn this off. Bad lady. Oh, my butt hurts. And like half an hour ago, I could start to smell that Dan was making dinner. It smells so good, and I started getting hungry, so let's see what he made. Dan made chili. Ooh, and you put corn in it. Oh, that looks good. And the veggie ground beef or TVP? TVP. Good, yes. We don't want to waste the veggie ground beef. Oh, it looks so good. However, this little one needs to eat because he was fussing and he didn't get a bottle because Dan knew I was finishing very soon. Oh, he's like, yeah, don't talk to me. Just feed me. Oh, are you hungry? Hanging out with this little man. Yes. Yeah. And eating chili. Not dropping any on the baby. So we made it to 8:30, 2 hours after he last started to eat. So I fed him and then snuggled more. Oh. He's like, no more snuggling. No more snuggling. So it's gonna change him now. So after the 8:30 feed, he fussed for about half an hour, just screaming his little head off. We didn't know why. Then finally he had 2 big poops. So that was why. And then he settled right away, and he was all smiley and happy, so that was good. So then he was calm for a little bit, and then now it's 10:30, so he's hungry again. Yes, we're gonna feed. So I finished our 10:30 feed. And yeah, now what I'm really enjoying, because I don't have to rush off and come up and pump, I spend the time just snuggling with him on the couch usually for about anywhere from 15 minutes to even like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then usually I come up and change him, and then he wakes up. But I love these times. He's just so soft and just so small and cuddly. And it's like what everyone says, they grow up so fast. You want to enjoy those cuddle times and things when they're so small. So that's, yes, what I really enjoy. So I'm going to change him, and then we're going to read. We're going to see if we can finish that corduroy rabbit, or mix 2 books, Velveteen Rabbit and Corduroy Bear. We're going to see if we can read Corduroy Bear again, since earlier we did not get very far into it. Oh, he's so warm and snuggly. Well, I'm going to change his onesie or sleeper, because this one is Snaps, and in the middle of the night, I don't want to deal with Snaps. I swaddle him up. Now he outgrew his other swaddle. So anyways, I just got this one secondhand. Yes, for $4. So it's pink, but I think it looks cute. Anyways. Yes, you lost one of them. Yes. And looked straight into Corduroy's bright eye. Oh, Mommy, she said. Look, there's that very bear I've always wanted. Not today, her mother sighed. So we've put him to bed now, and from when he started eating last, it's about an hour. So what I usually have been trying, well, what I've been trying to do, at least, it doesn't always work, is to do a dream feed. So basically that's where you feed them, but still keep them swaddled, and you don't change them after, and it's just to kind of give them a top up, and if I'm successful in doing that, then he usually sleeps for another 3.5 hours, which is good. If he doesn't want to, sometimes he's just too sleepy, and he doesn't open his mouth, and then I'm not gonna try to wake him up. Then he'll wake up in about 2 hours, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, I always try that, and about half the time I'd say it works. He didn't have a lot of naps today because we went out to the vet, and then with my teaching, and then Dan came home, and yeah, he think he had a couple naps with Dan, and then one in the evening, but that was it. So hopefully he's gonna sleep really nice and soundly tonight. It is about 11:30 now, and yeah, I think that was around the same time I went to bed last night. So last night did he have a dream feed? I can't even remember. But yeah, I'm really liking this new schedule of not pumping. Like when I was pumping, I was like, oh, I don't mind it. You know, it gives me the chance to catch up on my emails, do this and that. But now that I don't have to, aside from the one in the morning, I really value that time where I can just cuddle him, because before I would cuddle him and burp him and keep him upright for a little bit, but then I knew I had to pump, or then it would be too close to the next feed. So I would never like snuggle him for like 45 minutes unless it wasn't a pumping time. Whereas now I can do that, and I love that. So I hope we can keep this up. Like I hope that he is gaining weight, that we can keep doing this. And I'm sad that I couldn't, like, I guess my milk, I had to build up my milk supply, but I just wish it would have been like this from the beginning. I would have had such an easier time. It would have been so much easier and so less stressful. But I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can dream feed him and then head to bed. So thank you so much for watching my shorter 24-hour vlog of my day. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna make lactation cookies. There are still some left of the 7, but I ate a lot of them. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.